If I needed physical intimacy, I could go to any sex shop and buy a toy, or I could probably walk up to any single man on the street and they'd be down because they're easy. And if I wanted a child, but I don't, I could easily just pay for a sperm donor. Or again, find any random man on the street who's willing to not wear protection.
Women do feel like we don't need a man because we don't.
What can a man do for me that I cannot do for myself? If I need money, I can go get a job. If I need companionship, I can just hit up one of my homegirls and she'll come through immediately and we'll have a wine night and chill. If I need something done or built around the house, I can literally just call one of my friends to come help me do it, or I can pay someone to do it with the money I make from my job.
Guys, welcome back to Gets It Out. Let's get right into it. Now this says, when your baby daddy got 4 other girls pregnant at the same time.
Guys, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Baby mama number 1, baby mama number 2, baby mama number 3, baby mama number 4.
If don't nobody like them green beans, I'll give y'all green beans. Hey, you guys, thank you so much for all the love. If you're not here, it's because you're a square. Sorry, I didn't invite you.
Now this man went and got 5 girls pregnant. And they all look fit and somewhat feminine. It's wild. Let me get into some more. This says, we can't change the fact that he's our baby daddy and everything happens for a reason. I can see obviously this man is a rapper, right? You see the girl right here with the yellow wig. This is a hood party. And what are they all doing? They're all settling for the guy they think's gonna make it big. But you know what happens most of the time? I gotta be real. This guy's probably not going anywhere.
Mom is crazy, right? But you see this how I go. All right, watch this. 3.
And so they're having a baby shower all together. This man's doing it. Take a look at this.
What about the color? All they do is copy.
Hey, not going crazy.
Man, look at this one.
So come on, let me see you get gone.
So they're dancing the baby mama. Now, what do all of these girls have in common? Right? That man looks like he's it. Right now, he's what it's hitting for. They're like, man, my baby daddy gonna get that check. It's like the man just started playing in the NFL or NBA. And all 5 of them have that same hood mentality. This is sad. I know you guys are looking at it going, what's the world coming to? I'm thinking the same thing, and I can't believe this. But let me get on to the next video.
Women do feel like we don't need a man because we don't.
What can a man do for me that I cannot do for myself? If I need money, I can go get a job. If I need companionship, I can just hit up one of my homegirls and she'll come through immediately and we'll have a wine night and chill. If I need something done or built around the house, I can literally just call one of my friends to come help me do it, or I can pay someone to do it with the money I make from my job. If I needed physical intimacy, I could go to any sex shop and buy a toy, or I could probably walk up to any single man on the street and they'd be down because they're easy. And if I wanted a child, but I don't, I could easily just pay for a sperm donor. Or again, find any random man on the street who's willing to not wear protection. I don't think we appreciate enough how pivotal financial independence was for the women's rights movement. Its contribution to the male loneliness epidemic, which, to be fair, they brought on themselves. Once women stopped having to depend on their husbands or their male family members for money, for housing, for food, for basic needs, it was uphill from there. When you are financially independent, you can do whatever you want. You can live however you want. You don't need male companionship, approval, or permission. Male companionship nice to have? Sure.
Man, what does this world come to? Why do so many women gun-ho and not having men around? Male companionship nice to have. I can go out and get my car fixed. I can go out and get this fixed. You know what it is? Men have made it so comfortable for women to say this. They don't realize you feel that comfortable because of men. And then, you know what? Oh, yes, women can fix cars. Of course there's women that can fix cars. But do women usually fix cars? No.
Sure, occasionally, but we don't need it. And it's hilarious that men do. They're not bothering to become emotionally intelligent or considerate so they can't make male friends or female friends. They're too conservative or hateful to make non-binary friends or friends with the queer community. It's just hilarious that males' desperation for female companionship is being talked about in so many articles and research. They're literally miserable without us. Versus research that shows that single women with no kids are consistently happier and richer. Who's more likely to end up single and lonely with cats now?
Man. They just don't get it. I swear they don't. Like, they think men are just, and that's why I think as men we have to stop saying at the woman, you're gonna be single and only with cats. Because they actually like that. They don't mind that. They look for another way to fight back. I don't want to fight with these women anymore. I wish they would watch all this male content and say, well, I know the smart women are. And that's what I love about it. The smart women are watching everything going on and saying, man, it's gotten bad. I need to make a change, but it's nowhere near enough.
Do you think that men lack empathy overall?
It depends on, like, if you had your mom in your life, how you were treated growing up, childhood trauma.
Of course, it's all situational. You can all, of course,
based.
but what you see in everyday life, if you could generalize it and say, I think that, yeah, a lot of men do lack empathy. Would you agree or disagree? Either way.
From my personal experience, I'm going to say I don't agree, because I know the people that I talk to, they actually love women. I think now, the people hanging around now, I think it's more empathy. Like, bro, I need to do the right thing by her.
A lot of men will say that they didn't know how to treat a woman until they had a daughter. And it's like, you have to experience having a woman that close in your life to realize that you were not necessarily doing the right thing. Why couldn't you just be like, well, I wouldn't want that done to me, so I won't do that to other people?
I think those people like that, it's just going to, either they're going to need to read a book or something, or have some traumatic experience to alter the way they think and the way they treat people.
Yeah, but I don't think it should take that, though. I don't think it should take a traumatic experience or you having a daughter to realize, oh, women are human beings too. It's almost like a rite of passage for men to go through that phase. They bond with other men over humiliating women. You came from a woman. Did you? Was your mom not there? But most of the time, men do have their moms, so I don't want to hear that either. I don't want to, because that's not.
I was just about to say that, because most of the time, men do have their mom.
Most of the time, you have your mom.
Now, you notice one thing she said. She said, I hear from most men. You don't hear from most men. You hear from men you see in an interview. That's not most men, right? And you know what? If a man feels a certain way when he has a daughter, what is it to you? I mean, that's not how he feels. It's not on most men. Most guys aren't sitting around going, oh, I don't feel this way until I have a daughter. Most guys want to be in relationships. Most guys care. You know who doesn't care? You know who actually lacks empathy? Brr, bing. Guess who? Probably not you, because you're thinking about it, but a lot of women lack empathy. Y'all hate each other. Men, we're cordial. We may not be best friends, but we're real, we're honest. That's the problem. A lot of men are walking around honestly, and women are lying to each other all day long. Oh yeah, girl, that look good on you, girl. You know damn well I don't look good on you. Or you probably don't know because you're being lied to.
Is there a claim that the charges themselves are fraudulent in some way?
One thing we might seek down the road is an itemization of exactly how this child support is being spent. This $5,392.
So it says dad pays $5,600 monthly child support, but mom continues litigation to try and increase the support. Sad.
Per month.
Dr. Kroll makes probably at least 4 times as much as my client. I'll just go through, for example, a list of expenses for these children that my client has borne the sole responsibility for.
It's been tough. Chris doesn't help with any support for anything extra on top of the child support. And yeah.
Dr. Kroll has recently purchased $1 million house. My client.
You see that smile on her face? Why does she look so happy? Look at that face. Look at that smile.
Recently had to sell the marital home that she was awarded so that she can support these children.
We have beliefs that this entire litigation is a attempt to increase the child support obligation.
It's wild, and I know these people get tired of it. they're talking to these people, the judge, all of these people around them, you know, the attorneys, as if they're not people. Dad pays $5,600 monthly child support. She's smiling. Now the judge is saying this. I hope they don't give her the money.
Objection to child care charges. Appearing at today's hearing via Zoom, there being no objections, is plaintiff Emily Kroll with her attorney Melissa Umulis and defendant Mark Kroll with his attorney Jeffrey Norman. And Mr. Norman, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Objection is based primarily on the following. First of all, there's a couple of provisions in the judgment of divorce that still remains in full force and effect. One of the provisions states it is further ordered that neither party shall seek a review of child support before April 30, 2025. The other provision that's relevant here is it is further ordered that if either party is unable to parent during his or her parenting time, and that inability includes 6 hours or more, the other parent will have the right of first refusal to parent the children during that time. Dr. Kroll was paying an agreed upon amount of $5,000 per month, and that's an upward deviation of about $1,600. Practically speaking, the objections are based on the following. This increases for child care costs. The plaintiff works from home. The children are 10 and 12 years old. The 12-year-old is old enough to babysit other children, and in fact does babysit other children. And when she's doing that, she's not even attending or present for this child care that they're requesting reimbursement for. And last, Dr. Kroll has people who are available to provide child care to these minor children if it's needed. So that's the basis of the objection, Your Honor. And that's all I have.
Is this a situation where is there a claim that the charges themselves are fraudulent in some way?
I don't think, not fraud.
Man. And this will continue to happen, right? We need more judges out there like Judge Vonda B, right? There's a reason why I like Vonda B. She gets there. She tells the woman straight up, look, I'm not giving you no money. In fact, I'm going to rule that you give him money. I love watching her content. I love watching her court cases. She gives it straightforward. And she's real, right? She's realistic as well. You see the situation that comes across her desk and she's like, I'm not hearing it. This is not happening. And she's a woman, but she doesn't stand behind women saying, I'm for a woman. You get it your way or no way. That's not the case. And that's how a judge should be. But guys, who knows? We'll see what happens in the future. Maybe in the next year and make it better. Who knows? They got some laws coming down the pike that's supposed to stand strong and these laws are for pregnancy. These laws are for marriage. These laws are also for making sure the kid's not yours. So we'll see how these things come to play. But guys, other than that, thanks for watching. See you next video.
Baby, you give me